coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. Boom, 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 boom. I appreciate the support. You know what it is. You know what it is. 33 years of prison stories, man. We out here pushing P, man. Positive content, trying to push this positivity out there in the world. Trying to save these youngins, man. We trying to save them. We trying to give them this game that they don't got. We got to give them this understanding, this information, man, that they missing. That's what we trying to do, man, because misinformed people misinform people. You know, misinformed people, man. I said this morning in the live this morning, shout out to the Morning Mud, that, you know, like I say, I don't know nobody in prison that ain't trying to get out of prison. Nobody, not one single person do I know on the inside that's not trying to get out. And I'm always amazed that all the people that's on the outside is doing things that might put them on the inside, only to be looking out again. So we trying to stop that, man, and just do our part, man, and just put the information out there to let them know that prison is a horrible life. It's a life that you don't want to lead. It's a life you should avoid at all costs. So that's the movement. That's where we going with it, man. So shout out to everybody who support me, everybody who pushed this message with me, everybody who liked the video, comment on the video. Comments is very important. And share the videos, man. And everybody who hit that subscribe button, man, to show that they really rocking with the platform. I appreciate you. Big love to you. Shout out to the Morning Mud. Shout out to the Late Night and Twitch. Shout out to all my memberships. New videos coming on the way. We're going to keep them coming. Big love, man. TBP Nation, man. Always remember, man, this is a movement, not a moment. So we out here and we doing what we got to do to get the message out there, man. So big love to all of y'all. Oh, man. Today, man, I want to talk about something that I seen in prison a lot. You know, it was something that I got used to seeing, man. And it always amazes me, man. It was the backwards hustle, man. You know, the dudes that's hustling backwards in prison. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never get that, man. To put yourself at so much risk and in so much dangerous situations only to be just going backwards. I never understood it. I always thought that the hustle was the game. The hustle was to advance. The hustle was to, make things easier. But man, you got dudes in prison, man, that they be backwards hustling like I don't know what. You know what I'm saying? You got dudes that got avenues to get things in, man, and they get, drugs or whatever it may be, and they use it. They use it themselves. You know what I'm saying? They use it themselves. You know what I'm saying? They'll try to make some money. You know, I know dudes that get drugs, man, they'll try to make some money with they'll get high and then they'll try to make some money with the drugs. And then when the drugs that they kept to get high for their self run out, they'll go back and try to repurchase drugs from somebody else with the money that they made off the drugs that they already sold. I'm telling you, man, you can't make this up, man. It's just crazy the way they hustle backwards like that. You got dudes that make a grind, doing a store box or doing this, that, or the third, and then when drugs come in, they deplete the store box buying the drugs because they want to get high. You know what I'm saying? It's just all different types of scenarios, man, where dudes, they just hustle backwards, man. Dudes will get people to buy them holiday packages and all of these other different things, and they got all this surplus of food or something there, and go down there and gamble and lose it all. And lose it all. You know what I'm saying? Go to the store, spend $150, $200, and go to the gamble table and lose it all. You know what I'm saying? Hustling backwards, man. Hustling backwards, man. And one of the dudes, the main dudes that I remember, like that, I mean, it ain't just him, there's a lot of them, but I just thought about him while I'm telling this story, man, was the dude Veto, man. little dude I knew named Veto, man. Veto was a little short dude, stocky, built, rough looking, you know, talk that killer talk, act like, you know, he bought that life. And he had been locked up a long time, you know what I'm saying? Long time. To the best of my knowledge, you know what I'm saying? You know, I heard that, you know, he'll do a little of this, do a little of that when he got to do it. You know, ain't like he was a gorilla, like going around, you know, chopping people up with the Bethlehem. But I heard that, you know, you know what I'm saying, he had put some work in, you know, in his bit, you know, but which when you first come to penitentiary, you know, if you're a smaller dude, you know, and when I mean by smaller, you know, not just weight, but size, height, whatever. And Vito ain't nothing but like about 5'6", you know, so, you know, you're going to have to put some work in, man, because like I say, it ain't nobody in the penitentiary not going to be tested. One way or another is nobody that's coming in that penitentiary ain't going to be tested. Your street reputation, what you did on the street, all that, that's non and void. You know what I'm saying? That's non and void, man. You can come in there as a serial killer. You can come to penitentiary as a serial killer and somebody is going to test your metal. Somebody going to test your gangster. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? If nobody else, you'll sell it. You know what I'm saying? Because he got to make sure you compatible with him to be in that cell. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like nobody is rolling out the welcome wagon for you, opening their doors with open arms. It ain't none of that happening. Everything is going to be push-pull, man. Push-pull. You know what I'm saying? So I heard that, you know what I'm saying, you know, when me meeting him or whatever, I heard that, you know, he had a, you know, little reputation like there was, you know, opposite of a sucker. So, you know, that's the way I perceived him. That's the way I looked at him, you know what I'm saying? That's what he presented when he was in my presence or around me in the block with me, you know. And, man, around this time, man, the compound we was on, man, you know, this is another thing that never ceased to amaze me. I was always astonished by it because of the time and era that I came into prison. I came in 87. You know what I'm saying? So the crack thing was just starting. I don't know where it was starting everywhere else, but, you know, where I was at in like the DC, Virginia area, DMV, it was just starting that crack thing when I got locked up. Ain't nobody really want out there on no corner smoking and selling crack and all of that type of stuff when I got locked up. So I didn't understand fully the lure, the pull of the crack, you know what I'm saying, until I got in the penitentiary and started seeing dudes lose their mind over crack when crack came on the compound. Because at first, crack wasn't coming on no compound on no regular basis. It was weed, dope, you know, whatever it was. It wasn't crack. So when that crack started coming on the compound and I started seeing dudes, you know, get all the way outside of their character, get all the way outside of what I known or thought them to be, it was mind blowing to me. You know what I'm saying? I spoke about that before in other videos. I seen dudes, man, that carry themselves with respect, demand respect, worked out all the time, won't never asking nobody for nothing, won't borrow from nobody, you know, always like on their stuff in the penitentiary, like they had a system that was working for them. And you looked at them and perceived them as a certain way. Man, when that crack come on there, man, these dudes metamorphosized into somebody I didn't even never knew existed in them. Man, they start selling their stuff, selling their food, borrowing, getting in debt, getting rid of their personal items, and man, from TVs to jewelry to shoes to, I'm like, what? This got to be some super duper powerful stuff. So it was blowing my mind to see that, you know what I'm saying? So in actuality, I got hip to the quote unquote crackhead or people that was addicted to crack in prison because I hadn't seen it on the street. So I could just hear it on the street when I'm calling home. People say, man, such on crack, they doing this, they doing that. You be like, what? No, it's not. Now I can see in real time how powerful this drug was because I was seeing it in the penitentiary. So, you know, when the time came when I was on this institution with Veto, and I see Veto had a wife that came to see him every week. You know what I'm saying? Faithful, man. I mean, faithful. You know, you get dudes like that. They got them wise, man, this top soldiers, man. They gonna knock them visiting room down. They gonna do whatever you need to get done. You can always call them on the phone every day. They writing letters. They coming to see you. You know, that's in the penitentiary. That's a blessing, man. That's a soldier. You know, Veto had one of them. His wife was like that. You know, and Veto was always, at the time I was around him, at this time he was on his game. You know what I'm saying? He was getting a little money. You know what I'm saying? His wife was bringing that weed in there. So he was the weed man. He could get that weed in. You know what I'm saying? And that weed is always in high demand on the institution, because them jokers love the weed. You know what I'm saying? So he was the weed man. He could get, you know, shake and bake and move around and get his thing off and get money and send money back at home to his wife to help his wife pay the bills and, you know, keep his commissary box full. This, that, and the third. He was on his grind. He'd go out there and play a little poker every now and then, and you know, he had a little wiggle room because he had the money. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, whoever the weed dude is on there, he gonna get money. He gonna get money every day. As long as he got that weed, that money is coming, because them dudes want to smoke, especially the youngins. You know what I'm saying? But man, man, that crack started coming on that compound. That crack started coming on that compound. Somebody had a plug to the crack and started getting that crack. That was the ball game. That was the ball game, man. Veto metamorphosized. And I couldn't even see it at first. I didn't see it in him. Man, he was going over there, getting that weed, coming back, and trading weed off for crack. And getting high as gas. You know what I'm saying? And I remember when I first heard it, man, it was like, man, and I could see him moving different, because when you in the penitentiary, you notice things. You know, you in tune to everything around you. If you trying to survive, you in tune to everything around you. I'm in tune to everything around me. I know how dudes move. I know what their routine, without even thinking about it, without even watching them, without even, you know, analyzing them or clocking them. I just know, just because of what's moving around me. It's hard to explain. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you got to be locked up to understand what I'm talking about. Anybody who been locked up a long time and survived, and, you know, they know what I'm talking about. It's like your brain is a computer, you know what I'm saying, to your surroundings. You understand me? Your brain is a computer to your surroundings. You're calculating and downloading data without even knowing it. So I know when somebody in that pod that's around me is moving different. I know when they acting different. I know when they feeling different. I can sense it without talking to them, just from observation. I know when a dude got something on his mind, like he getting ready to bust a move. He getting ready, you know, to be on some other type of time. I know that. I can sense it. And just by his walk, just by his demeanor, because I've been around him and I see how he move. And normally people are, you know, creatures of habit in prison. They doing the same thing, they acting the same way, they participating in the same things every day. So when they get outside of that, that's alarms go up, like what's going on with him, or what's happening with him. He got some bad news at home, he beefing with somebody, you know what I'm saying, what's going on, you know what I'm saying. So I can see him moving different, moving faster, here, there, doing this. And then somebody put the bug in my ear, man, like, man, Veto on that crack, man. I say, what? What? They said, man, Veto smoking that crack, though. I said, man, go ahead, man. Veto be getting money, Veto the weed, man. They said, man, you got some crack? You got some crack? Give him some crack. Man, he on that crack, man. So he done start butchering up the money now. You know what I'm saying? He, you know, he usually on this game. He getting money. He sending money back out. People just bringing you that sack in there. Be it your wife, be it whoever, man, you got to show love back. You got to send money back on the street to help them do what they got to do, pay bills, do whatever it is that they need to do, just because of what they doing for you. They're putting themselves at risk, putting themselves at you know, in a position where they may lose their freedom. You know what I'm saying? Just to make sure that you all right on the inside, you got to show love back. And you know what I'm saying? And also in doing so, you ensure that the package is going to keep coming, because you're not the only one that's benefited from it. They benefiting from it as well. So he started messing the money up. You know what I'm saying? Even though this is his wife, he started messing the money up, which made her raise her antennas up. Now, little do we know, she know him better than we know him. So she already know, because it would come to your mind like, well, if he like crack so much and he got access to get in weed, why won't he just get in crack? Right? You know what I'm saying? Common sense. But the reason why he won't get in crack is because he already known with him and his wife that he got a crack problem. So she not gonna bring no crack. You did? Because it seemingly that he done got himself together, you know what I'm saying, and you know he on a different path now. But somewhere down the way he done slipped and you know messed with that crack, and now he on the chase. He on the chase. He on the chase. He on the chase. He just trying to get high. He want that crack. So now all the stuff she bringing in, she ain't getting no return on her investment and wondering where the money at, and he just making up excuses after excuses after excuses. You can see the body language. You can see him on the phone now arguing instead of smiling and baby love and this, that, and the third. Now he arguing because he messing up money. You know what I'm saying? He not on the phone as much because now he chasing crack. He want to get high all day long. You know what I'm saying? Hustling backwards to the fullest. Yo, TVP Nation. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support, man. If you watching this content, man, I'm assuming that you dig it, man. You understand me? So I would appreciate it if you check your status, man. Make sure you subscribe, man. A lot of people watching, man, they ain't subscribed, but they don't even know it. They just ain't took the time to do it. Check your status. Make sure you subscribe. Like the video. Comment on the video. I talk back. Y'all already know that, man. We out here, man. We on the road to 100K, man. Let's get there, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell his uncle and his auntie. We over here pushing P. Positive content. Holla at your boy. Yeah, to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? So I peeped the joint too, and I'm like, man, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, during this time, I had seen it already. I had already seen it. But it was like I was still in the stages of being, you know, surprised at the dudes I was seeing it in. You know what I'm saying? And he surprised me. You know, he surprised me. I didn't see that in him. You know what I'm saying? He worked out a little bit. You know, he did his little things, but I didn't see that. Even when he was getting the weed, he wasn't smoking like that. His own weed, he'll smoke every now and then, but he wasn't smoking like that. He was, you know, locked in on getting a little money and making sure his people was okay. But man, that crack changed everything, man. He started chasing. He, like I say, he late with the money. And around about this time, as y'all remember, when I told y'all that I had to sell it, man. Shout out to Black Hand, because he out here now doing boss well. So shout out to him, man. Big turnaround, big proud of him, man. But he was smoking at the time. You know what I'm saying? And he started smoking with him. They smoking together. When I said that I had caught him that time in the event, after I caught him, he started smoking there. You know, the cat out of the bag, he was smoking. So I had came back to the cell one time when I told y'all in that video, and I looked through the door because he got the thing on the door, but he got a crack in it. So I looked through there, and they in there smoking. They in there smoking out the can like it ain't nothing. I'm like, man, boom, boom, man, y'all get up out here with it. He up in my cell with my cellie smoking. You know what I'm saying? Because both of them on that crack. They on that crack hard. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. Now, his relationship with his wife done got so strained because he ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing and he lying. And more or less, who knows, but probably she knew what the count was. She probably knew, oh, yeah, you in there getting high again. Somebody, you know what I'm saying, boom, boom, boom. Because she probably know her husband. You know what I'm saying? But he lying, I guess. I'm assuming that he lying to keep on shooting this, that, and the third. So now he won't able to get the weed as much as he was getting it, but he was getting it in spurts now, opposed to him getting it on a regular. He was like clockwork. He was show. Them dudes was counting their money and getting all their stuff ready for the week that they could get this weed because they know Veto coming through with the weed. But that's dead now. Whoever got the crack is going to get the weed. You dig what I'm saying? So at this time, I had dudes owe me money. You know what I'm saying? For different things, store box, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? And I was able to touch a little weed every now and then. So boom, once I seen that, and I had dudes owe me money that was able to touch the crack, I get the crack and I trade some of the crack off with Veto to get weed. Now I ain't got to worry about trying to get no weed in because he getting bomb weed and I got, you know what I'm saying, all I could get from him without even having to put anybody at risk of bringing me anything or having to pay out extra money for somebody to bring it to me. Yeah, this time I'm knee deep in the flim flapping. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm hustling like I don't know what, you know, trying to make ends meet too. But I ain't got no habits. You know what I'm saying? So I started getting him a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And he started, you know, super hitting me with the weed. So I got the weed now. I can sell the weed. Woo, woo. I ain't got to worry about the weed coming in. Veto gonna have it, da 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 da. But like I say, his thing started slowing up. You know what I'm saying? So I know to back away from the situation. I started leaving it alone. Then he started owing people. He started getting in debt. He started borrowing on the pretense that he gonna have this and have that, and then it won't coming through like he said it was gonna come through. Now you in a predicament because now you owing people money, and now people is hearing that you run around here, you know, smoking up all the crack on the compound that you can get. So now your word, your reputation, and everything is taking a decline. You see what I'm saying? Now these dudes, they would normally trust you on your word to say, man, let me get this, let me get $100, let me get this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that you're going to get weed and you're going to be able to pay this money back. Now they don't trust you no more because you got debts lingering out there. You got dudes looking for you saying, where that money at? Man, tell Veto send that money down here. He ain't send that money yet. Well, so now your reputation and everything is getting soiled because you getting high. You see what I'm saying? And the stuff is taking over you and it's starting to show. You know what I'm saying? So I remember he came to me a couple times. He wanted to bar this, that, and the third, and he's singing this sad song, and I'm listening to him, and I'm saying to myself, knowing I done seen you smoking. I done seen you transform from this to this. I'm not giving you no money because I'm not trying to get caught up in no situation with you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no ill will towards you. I'm not trying to see you do bad. I'm not trying to be around here talking about you. I'm not trying to be none of that. But at the same time, you not going to get my money and not pay me, and I'm not going to have an issue. So instead of us becoming unbenefited, I just stay out the way. You see what I'm saying? And man, yeah, I can remember, man, he got in debt, man, with the wrong people, man. You know what I'm saying? He got in debt with old Block, man. Shout out to Block, man. And Block, man, is not no big physical imposing dude by no means. You know what I'm saying? But Block is gonna do what he got to do for his self, his respect, his money. And I ain't talking about the other Block I was talking about, y'all, Southside Block. This is another Block. But Block is, Block gonna go hard, man. Block gonna push that Bethlehem if he had to, and even if it's gonna carry you up on out of here. You know what I'm saying? So I remember, and his homeboy was twin. So I remember Block and Twin came to our block. They not even in our block. They came to our block looking for Veto. You know what I'm saying? And Veto, luckily for him, he wasn't in there at the time. And so, you know, these some of the youngins that come up under me too. So I'm asking them, what's going on, man? Where Veto at, man? Where Veto at? I'm like, what's up, man? And he owe that money, man. He playing with that money. He supposed to pay that money, man. He been supposed to pay that money. And he keep ducking the joker, telling him he gonna do this, do that. Nah, he got to get that, man. I'm telling you. And they scrap. They strapped like a Georgia hand. They ain't come over there to do no whole lot of talking. They came over there to collect or to deposit. Collect that money or deposit that Bethlehem in your chest piece. You dig? So it was crazy, man. So I'm trying to talk the youngins out of it, but they won't have it. None of it. They want that money. And then I'm thinking in my mind, the Veto that I heard about might be in hibernation because the drugs got him. You know what I'm saying? But he might have put some work in. So I'm thinking this is going to be a volatile, crazy situation that I don't want to see happen because these my little youngins, and I don't want to see, you know, these dudes kill each other anyway, especially over a little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? So I was asking Block like them how much money did Joker owe you, this, that, and the third. And man, they talking about a couple of $100. So I ain't paying that for nobody, squash no debt. That's on your own, you know what I'm saying? Something small and simple, man. I might say, oh, God, look, man, I'm going to go ahead and make sure he take care of that, man, just so y'all can go ahead on the chill. And then I'll work it off with him, man. Look, man, you going to pay me this money back because I just get that type of stuff, man. I have done in the past, man, just to save some bloodshed, man. You know, you get burnt out on that, man. You don't want to see all this blood and guts and people getting more time. And you get burnt out on that when you've been in the penitentiary. Only people like to see that is suckers. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't gonna do nothing themselves, so that's why they want to watch. That's their entertainment. You know, so but they start talking about a couple of $100, that's dead. You know what I'm saying? So man, I'm still trying to talk to them. Woo, woo, woo. So they laying around in the cut. They hiding, waiting for Veto to come back to the block. You know what I'm saying? When they don't even supposed to be in there, so you know they mean business. Because if they come in that block and they get caught in that block, you going to jail anyway. Ain't nobody trying to go to jail and ain't did nothing. Ain't nobody trying to go to jail and ain't put no work in. If you going to jail, you want it to be worth it because there ain't no telling. And they may get caught in the block, and they get caught in the block, and they got them Bethlehems on. They're not only going to jail, they going up off this compound. So ain't nobody taking that type of risk without willing to go ahead on and give you what they came to give you. You understand? So I understand that. So man, it was crazy, man. And showing up, man, I don't know, video was it child call or outside something. He came in. And man, they waited for him to go to that room. They laid over in the cut and they rolled down up on him, man. And I'm like, Lord, 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 Lord. And man, I could hear him, man. And Block was relentless. You know what I'm saying? Block relentless, man. He said, I ain't trying to hear shh. Where that money at, man? Go get that money, man. We ain't leaving up out here without that money. I don't care nothing about none of that. I want that money, man. You know what I'm saying? And Twin laid in the cut like, look on his face, you better get it. You better get it. I don't care who you get it from, you better get it. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's crazy up in there, man. And Veto, you can see he's nervous. He's super nervous. He's scared. You know what I'm saying? Your life on the line. You know, like, man, hold on. It ain't like that, though, man. Come on, man. This us, man. You know I'm going to take care of that, man. Give me a chance to take care of it, man. You ain't, man, go get that money. You know what I'm saying? He relentless. Go get it. I don't know if nobody here got it, man. I'm just saying, though, look, this weekend, man. No, we ain't waiting for no more weekends, man. You got to get that today. You got to get that today. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Now, man, we ain't going to stand here long either, dog. You going to get it or what? You know what I'm saying? So, man, you could see the desperation in him going and asking dudes for the money, man. And look, man, and he singing the same song to them like, man, I got you this weekend. Just let me get this, man, and get this out the way, man. You know? And it was just getting too volatile, man. These dudes getting restless because they taking chances on somebody in the booth noticing they don't supposed to be in there. Somebody in the booth noticing the movement, the atmosphere, you know what I'm saying? The whole ambiance of the pod. You can tell that stuff. So, man, it's just coming down to the wire, man. And, you know what I'm saying? Got my selling, man. He like, man, help him, man. Help him, man. You know what I'm saying? I help him pay it back. Woo. And I'm almost willing to do it, right? But like I said, I don't want to get myself in a situation that I'm going to just be taking a loss for something ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? So another dude gave him some of the money. He tried to go to them and tell them this. They relentless. All of it. All of it. You know what I'm saying? Relentless. You know what I'm saying? So my seller went and bought something, you know what I'm saying, from another dude, came back, he almost there. So then my seller tell me, let me get it from you then, man. I'm going to pay it back. I'm going to pay it back. Because my seller ain't want to see him get hurt neither. So I said, well, look, I'm going to give it to you. You take it and do what you want to do with it. But you in here with me. You know it. And I got you. So I give it to him. He take it down there to him. Man, they give him the money, man. Them dudes, you know, they almost still ain't want to leave. I thought they still was going to give him the business after they got paid just for the inconvenience. You know what I'm saying? Because after they got the money, they was like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't who you said you were. You a B. You know what I'm saying? You can't never, you don't get nothing from me no more. All of that. You know what I'm saying? He was like, all right, okay, you got that. You got paid though. Oh, you getting smart? Man, you got paid. You know what I'm saying? I mean, ain't nothing else to talk. It was all of that. I mean, you know, and it was getting like, yeah, it's gonna jump either way. But, you know, thank God they didn't, man. They ended up leaving up out that joint. He walking around there now with his mouth poked out, chest poked out, and he bought it all on himself. He bought it all on himself with that backwards hustling, man. You let the drugs take over you. You let the drugs grab you, man, and you had a hustle going on. You had yourself in order. You had structure. You had your routine of what you was doing and how you was doing this bit. And you let the drugs snatch that away from you. And it almost snatched your life out you. Almost snatched your life out you, man. Because them jokers was not playing. I know this for a fact. You know what I'm saying? And now, you know, he in a position now where everybody looking at him different. He in a position now where little dudes that might owe him money ain't trying to pay him. You know what I'm saying? He in a position now where as he gets some weed or something and he really trying to sell it, dudes might be bucking on his money because they going to be looking at him like, he a crackhead, man. No, I ain't got to pay him. Or, yeah, them dudes ran down on him. He ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's how penitentiary is. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You only as good as your last display. You know what I'm saying? You only as good as your last display. If you show any type of weakness or bowing down or submitting, man, and you done put in all this other work, they still looking at your last display, man. What you do the last time you was in confrontation? What you do the last time you was in, you know, an altercation? You see what I'm saying? That's what they looking at. They looking at how you handled your confrontations and your altercations. They ain't looking at what your reputation is. They looking at your confrontations, your altercations, not your old reputation. You see what I'm saying? So he messed all that up trying to get high. Trying to get high, man. You know what I'm saying? Then he started having problems with his wife, man, with the relationship, with the visits, and he just started falling all the way off, man, to a whole decline, man. So when I started hearing and started putting all that together in my mind, all these stories I was hearing about people on the street that got caught up with crack, and I never knew them to be that when I was on the street, now I started seeing it because I could see it right in front of me. How somebody can go from here to right here just because they chasing that drug. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened with Veto, man. And eventually, man, like I say, he ended up getting locked up for some other type of foolishness. And he ended up getting transferred, man. And I don't know if he went on and started doing the same thing again or not. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I sit there and watch him do all of that, man, and go from here to here just because of that crack. And almost lose his life in the process. Almost lose his life in the process, man. Back was hustling. He had an avenue to get money, but getting high became more important than getting money and surviving in the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, these are the type of things that go on in there, man. You know, but like I say, man, it's crazy. It's just a crazy dynamic. But I just thought about it, man, because I was talking to somebody and his name just popped up in my head, and I said, let me spit this out to y'all, man, and you know, just give you one of these examples of how, you know, things can go from 0 to 100 in the penitentiary like that. Things can go from good to bad in the penitentiary just like that. That's all it takes. That's all it takes, man. But anyway, man, y'all talk to me in the comments. I talk back. Let me know what y'all think, man. I hope y'all got something out of this. Like I said, it's a blessing in every lesson, man. And the blessing in this, man, is another black man ain't lose his life to another black man because of some foolishness, because of the situation, because of the circumstances, because of the conditions, because of the location we was at, because it happens every day in the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, thankfully that didn't happen, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Talk to me. I talk back, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support, man. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. And bang, 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 boom. Duck them hooks, man. You don't want to be in the penitentiary. It's foolishness in there. Bang. Support. Big love to my membership, man. If y'all ain't got a membership, man, you know, you don't know what you're missing. We got exclusive content over there. I'm going to be dropping videos over there on the membership, man, that I can't drop over here. So if you want a membership, come over there and get it, man. It's for the low right now. So come over there and get it, man, and check out this exclusive content. I appreciate everybody who got it. Big love to all of y'all. We out here. More videos coming soon. Bye.
The banky special. Yeah, pure deliciousness. Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's a name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.